Well, it's Saturday. Another delightfully sunny day, isn't it? We've been very lucky with the weather, haven't we?
Yeah.
Barely any rain since the first day when it absolutely bucketed it down. It got it out of its system. We're going to have a fairly relaxed 2 days now.
Yeah.
We're going to head down into town later and have a little bit of an explore of Cartmel. There's a couple of farm shops and bits that we can maybe pick up some bits and some sticky toffee pudding for taking home and
take it home
and get some lunch and maybe a few beverages. See what there is to see, because we haven't really looked in the town other than visiting the brewing place.
It's a pretty little, the square especially is supposed to be really nice.
And then tomorrow we're back in town again because we've got a Sunday lunch, haven't we?
And then we have to pack.
And then we have to pack, so we'll be back a little bit earlier for that one.
But that won't take us long though.
Because we want to be up reasonably early and on the road.
We've got to be up by 9:30.
Yeah, I think it's 9 actually.
Oh, I must have 9:30 in that book.
Oh, did it? Okay. Anyway, we're talking about going home and it's Saturday, we've still got Sunday yet. We're on the road, beginning our walk down to town. It's lovely today, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The sun's nice and warm on my back. Yeah, put me fleece on, stay warm, but otherwise it's quite nice. I won't film too much of this, it's the same walk we literally did the other day. On the way down now, maybe regretting putting my solar wear boots on. There'll be some monster blisters at the end of this today if I'm not careful. Well, there's been about double the amount of cars as there was earlier in the week on the road. Now that it's a Saturday, yeah. Including one person who wouldn't slow down for anything. Seems a bit quicker when you know the way. There's a few more vintage vehicles knocking about today as well. Look at this little three-wheeler. There's quite a few more people walking around the town today, and there's a little vintage car going past as well, a little three-wheeler. Olive. Over there was the yard that we went into the other day, which can have a little walk further around as well. There's a few pubs around in town. We found the river. Heading up into the town square. I just got a whiff of food and it smells amazing. Now we made it to the little town square. Coffee shop there. There's the village shop. And Gemma's led me to the Royal Oak. This is all run by Fell Brewery. Get some beers. This place is X, isn't it? Mm-hmm. They had about 6 cask beers on, a few keg beers on as well. We got a couple of cask beers. We sat outside and the stream's just here.
The stream's just here?
One of the beers is from Rivington Brewery as well, which Tangled Up in Fun visited the other week. It's a collaboration with this brewery, Fell Brewery. So we might have to give that one a try as well. And price-wise, the local brewed cask beers, it was £8.90 for 2 pints, which I think is pretty good value. And we were just looking on the maps, Google Maps. I obviously showed one of the other pubs outside in the square there. There's like 3 or 4 pubs around, so we could do a little mini pub crawl here. Or we could just sit here and drink all of these beers, because these are really nice. I went with a 3.75 for mine. One for Muddy Boots there. And 4 out of 5 for the one Gemma got. Just ever so slightly nicer, that one. So Gemma's just reading, we've got the stone that we found in Ambleside yesterday. And this is actually the parents of Izzy. Hide these stones around and they travel around basically the world by the looks of it.
Yeah, there's all different places around the world.
Izzy passed away in 2020.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that gets a new home somewhere. We'll hide it somewhere nice and take a photo of it.
There's an Instagram page and there's a QR code. You scan it, takes you to the page, you leave a message of where you found it and where you're hiding it.
It's a nice little way to...
Yeah. That's a good memory, yeah. I like that.
We went for round 2 and got the wheat beer this time, and Gemma got the collaboration with Rivington Brew Company.
This is called like As the Crow Flies. This isn't not the sun.
Yeah, so you will find as well, if you're not used to this, and a lot of cask beers are a lot cheaper than craft beers. So this round ended up being about 13 quid for me. But that's always the way. It's just the way, especially when it's a collab as well with another brewery. Brought a menu over to maybe have a look for some food as well. He ordered a bit of food as well, a Philly cheesesteak and some fries. I don't think we have any followers from Philadelphia, but
Sorry.
It doesn't look like the Philadelphia version, but it does taste very nice. According to Gemma, I haven't tried it, so. Just popped down to the river for a quick look. We did, while we were sat at the table, we had a little stone fly. We think it was a stone fly landed on us. There's like loads of different versions. But apparently they only breed in very clear water and clean water. And you can see at the bottom of this, it's very pretty. Did you enjoy your Philly cheesesteak?
I did, yeah.
It was delicious, wasn't it? Really tasty.
Nice, yeah.
Clean plates all around. Apart from the bits I slopped. Quite happily stay here all day, but we're going to try a couple of the other bars in town. We've got tomorrow as well, so we can pop back for more drinks if we want to. And there's the village shop, the little Cartmel shop where you can get your sticky toffee pudding, which I feel like we will definitely be doing. A little fountain here as well.
Fish slabs.
Fish slabs. The village shop was very cute. We could get lots of supplies there. We wanted to get sticky toffee pudding, but it needs to be refrigerated, so we may try to call in on Monday and pick some up. Quite a nice place to come and walk your dog if you've got one. I can hear the distant sounds of planes. We have had a couple of flyovers from RAF planes, but we've not been able to spot them ever. I can certainly hear them in the distance. And I think if you are visiting Cartmel for the day, this is the spot to come and park as well. There's a paint display here. Gemma had to come down to see the llamas. And there is a little craft fair on today. We'll go at the pub. We go through this little National Trust owned archway. There's apparently another pub up here we'll go and have a look at. This is the Cavendish Arms. I like that the door's ever so slightly on a lean. And quite a bit of history in here as well. A couple more beers in here. There's a rather busy pub, this one, isn't it, inside? Very friendly though, nice place. There's a better look at the building over the street though, very impressive. I feel like we might have interrupted the family event in there, because it was heaving with youngsters running round. Came back to the Royal Oak, it's more our vibe in here, a little bit quieter, lots and lots of dogs. Well, I think we're going to make our way back to our little lodge. Over there is the music you can hear is from where we were the other day, the little brewery. And before we head out, this is the Cartmel Parish Church. Very pretty. It's a really quite pretty walk out of town this time of an evening. I think we're going to have a nice relaxed evening back at the lodge. Got some crisps, nothing too big to eat. I think we're still quite full from that dinner. We're walking up here now. We're like, has this been lowered? Because now we can see it to this field. Certainly looks like it's all fresh cut. But there's no bits on the road, so whatever cut it did a good job. We stopped off to say hello to the sheep. And then we found these ones here sneaked over in the bushes getting all the good stuff. I've seen you there getting the good stuff. And we're nearly home. I think we'll pick up our little boozy weekend to end our trip tomorrow when we go back into town to get a nice Sunday roast. So I think we'll see you then. Well, it's Sunday morning, 8 minutes to go. Put a bit of rain down last night. It's actually dried off mostly now though. We're going to walk back down to town in a bit for our Sunday roast. Maybe try and get some snacks for this evening as well. We've kind of eaten everything. Dry roasted peanuts do not a satisfying evening meal make. Although to be honest, after that food that we had yesterday at the pub, I wasn't that hungry again. It was very filling, wasn't it? Yeah, because we did talk about possibly getting some bar snacks or something, and we just never got around to it.
No.
Looking forward to a Sunday roast?
Yeah.
Good. Well, commencing our walk down to town again. Ooh, it's a bit cooler today. A bit windier as well. We made it back into town and there's a heron on the stream. And the pub we're going to later is just there. But we're about an hour early, so we're going to walk into town for a minute. And a slightly different way down today. A sneaky area down the back. No, it did say except for access, so we might have to turn around and go back, but I think we'll be alright. I should say that's for vehicular access, not on foot. We made it down to the square. I got some sticky toffee pods for to take home with us. It is very nice, so we'll look forward to that when we get home. The sneaky little metal bridge here is a nice way to sneak round the back without walking on the main road. The stinky little, yeah, walking. Keeps us off the road where some of the cars are, and cyclists today, quite a lot of cyclists. Well, before we go for our dinner, we called back to the Unsworth Yard for another pint of Last Wolf. And since we will be having dinner quite early, we've got some pork pies and stuff and some cheese to take back from the little cheese shop here, which is really nice. With a nice drink in the Unsworth Yard Brewery, we're going to wander up to the Pig and Whistle. Gemma booked this one beginning of the week actually, before we drove up. Just basically search for good roast dinners in Cartmel, although it does look like everywhere does good roast. Look at this though.
It's so cute.
And this is the Pig and Whistle. Let's head in. Let's pick the right door where the restaurant is next time. Gonna have to be a roast dinner, I think. Roast beef or chicken today. They do a vegan roast as well if you're vegetarian. Our dinner's turned up. I went for the beef roast. And Gemma's got the chicken roast there. She's just facing it for an Instagram. We also got the Cumberland sausage pig and blanket. Look at the size of that thing. It's huge. There you go. It was 50 quid for 2 roasts, 2 beers and the side of the pigs and blankets. Not bad at all. Did you enjoy that, hon?
It was lovely.
It was really good. Sometimes you get a roast dinner and there's a slice of meat on it and you're like, oh, it'd be nice if there was more meat. On that one there was a nice big slice of meat and then underneath there's another one. Absolutely stuffed. We're going to walk back to town now, grab a couple more beers before we head up to the lodge again for the evening. Call back to favourite spot, the Royal Oak, for the Hell Brewery stuff. It's the only one I've not tried now, the oatmeal stand. We retreated to the back of the pub where there's some comfy couches just sat in this little sheltered area. No one's using them. While we were sat there, it looked like the entire Labradoodle Owners Club of Cumbria just left the pub. There was about 10 different Labradoodles. It was awesome. Make our walk back to the lodge for the final time on this trip. Yeah, the walk up the hill. Had a nice afternoon though. A sneaky way through the back, avoiding the roads is a nice little way to go, I think. Pig and Whistles where we were over there is all lit up nice now. Well, just as I said to Gemma, I shouldn't have bothered with the raincoat because we haven't been caught in the rain. On cue, starts chucking it down. And the sheep are looking at us like, what are these idiots doing out in the rain? Well, it's our last evening of the trip. We're watching the second Matrix film and Gemma's trying to kill me with pork pies and cheese. And our last beers of the trip as well. Enjoy, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Well, it is Monday morning now. We had a nice relaxed evening last night. Watched some bad films. Ate our supplies that we picked up in town. And then we were in bed quite early actually, to be honest. But yeah, this packing time now, so we're just quickly running around grabbing everything we need. We'll be on the road in a bit. We've got till 9:30, it's 8:30 now. We may make a couple of stops on the way home, but to be honest with you, I think for the vlog series, we're going to call it here. So thank you for watching. Gemma's busy.
Sorry.
I turned the camera and you just bent over.
I'm just trying to put all the shoes in the bag, but it's just not happening.
Did you have a good week?
I did, yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's been nice and relaxing, and the weekend especially.
Well, so.
Yeah, we've been really lucky. We had lots of rain yesterday, last night. I didn't show you, but it was absolutely bucketing it down. Yeah. But yeah, I think as for this little series, it's done. So thank you for watching, and maybe we'll show you a clip of the cats when we pick them up in a bit.
Yeah, once we're home with them.
Yeah. We'll see you next weekend when we are. What are we doing? Actually, I'm saying that, but when I'm saying we'll see you next weekend, that video will probably already gone live because we're going to get a few out of this one.
Yeah.
But we'll catch up with you soon. And our next trip will be Spain in January.
Spain in January, yeah.
We're a little bit, I was going to say a little bit warmer, but actually it might be very similar.
Should be a little bit warmer.
Well, we got around 16 degrees. We'll get some more sunshine there though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm waffling, so we'll leave you there. Goodbye, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. I don't do it very often. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye, Jem.
Bye.
We are all home, and so are our kitties. And there's the first one. And there's the second one. And it wouldn't be home without the pixie monster. There she is.
Ta-da!
You right, sweetheart? So there we go, all home, eh?
You're checking your bed still there. You haven't moved it. You've not moved your bed, don't worry. Hello, Reginald.
And of course we can't forget part-time Cat. Cat is in the garden. We haven't seen him for 2 weeks. All done.
The noise
Noise of you squeaking up the stairs. See you in the next vlogs. Bye-bye.
Bye.